Get ready to play.
What's the day?
It's Tuesday. Now daisies pied and violets blue, and lady smocks all silver white, and cuckoo buds of yellow hue do paint the meadow with delight. The cuckoo now on every tree sings, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Hello. Two cuckoos sitting in their nest. Have you had a cuckoo yet? Because do you know it's the first sign to tell us that summer is on its way. Oh, there goes another one.
Hello. Do you know what time it is? It's 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Is that right? Clocks tell us the time of day. But do you know what helps us tell the time of year? Aha. A calendar. And this calendar's showing us that the month we're in at the moment is May. And that's a month of longer evenings, warmer weather, and plenty to do outdoors. Oh, and lots of birds building nests.
And this should make a nice, comfortable nest. It's an empty plastic container, and I've covered it with cotton wool and painted it brown to make it look a bit more camouflage. Now, I think it needs to look even more camouflage because birds like to hide their nests. So I'm going to stick some more bits and pieces outside. I think that will do. Now, roll it in the hay. Yes. Ah, you can just about see that. A nice camouflaged nest for a bird. And to sit in, it needs something comfortable as well. Now, birds often use bits of dried leaves or hay or straw. But if you want to make one of these and you haven't got any of that, you could use some bits of wool, or chopped up, or some newspaper, shredded newspaper, or even a bit of material. Put it inside there. Put a few more feathers in there to make it look a bit more authentic. There. Nice, soft, comfortable feathered bed for the birds to sit on. And they also lay their eggs in nests. I'm using some pebbles. Just pop it in there on top. I think I'll stick some sticky labels on these and tell it's different types of eggs, and perhaps paint some as well. Put a few spots. A multicoloured egg the birds just laid. A few more spots on there. Now, if you see a real nest, don't touch it, will you? Because real eggs are very delicate. But what you could do is look out to see if you can see a nest. Normally, birds put their nest high up in a tree to hide it, camouflaged a bit like this. So watch out and see if you can spot it. And there's also lots of other things growing outside this time of the year. Blossom, plants, trees. And through the windows today, you can see Brian in his garden growing things with his children. Have a look and see.
Hello. Do you want to come and have a look at my garden? Oh, mind the fork. Very busy here. We're growing lots of things, even some lemonade bottles. I'll tell you about that later. I must just go and have a look at the spuds. How's it going, Joe?
All right.
Joe's planting some seed potatoes. Here, pop that in. You've seen these seed potatoes? Got little sprouts on the top. Got them to sprout indoors. A few weeks ago, I planted some potatoes here, and they're already bursting through the soil. The leaves are forming. Trouble is, you don't know how many potatoes you've grown until you dig them up. I do know how many onions I've grown. I've got 39 onions here. Oh, this one's looking a bit odd. Now, Mandy's being very crafty. She's sowing the carrot seeds next to the onions because apparently the carrot fly, who likes nibbling carrots, hates the smell of onions. Well, another tip I picked up the other day. Marigolds and broad beans. Somebody told me if you plant your marigolds next to your broad beans, that keeps the black fly away. The trouble with black fly is that they nibble the tender tops of the broad beans. Well, if it doesn't work, it looks good. Oh, that's good, Joe. Joe's giving this bed a bit of a hoe. When you hoe, you get all the weeds up. All these Brussels sprouts and cabbages and lettuces and things, I started off in the greenhouse. There's some little baby cabbage plants. Oh, hello, Jack. What have we got here? Peas, ready to plant out. You see they've got those little tentacles there they grab onto the pea sticks with. But the old runner bean, it doesn't have any tentacles. It just winds itself round the bean pole. The poor old tomato is not very good at climbing at all. So I have to fasten it onto a tomato stick. Do you see this? These little flowers up here. That's where the tomatoes are going to form. I'll keep the tomato plant in the greenhouse all summer. What's that, Jack? Sweet corn. Yeah, sweet corn. And that's ready for planting out. The sweet corn will be as big as me in about September. It'll have great big fat corn cobs, sort of thing that you make cornflakes out of. If you don't have a greenhouse, try planting a lemonade bottle. Have a look at this. Well, this is why I've planted lemonade bottles. They're little mini greenhouses. There's a sweet corn being protected. Then when it rains, water goes through the top there. And if it's dry, I can water it through the top. Time to plant some more seeds then, Jack. Down to work. You hold those. Bye.
Do you plant your cabbages in the right way, in the right way? Do you plant your cabbages in the right way, if you please?
Can I plant them with my thumb, with my thumb, with my thumb? Can I plant them with my thumb? Tell me, Mr. Cabbage, is that right?
Do you plant your cabbages in the right way, in the right way? Do you plant your cabbages in the right way, if you please?
Can I plant them with my elbow? With my elbow? With my elbow? Can I plant them with my elbow? In the right way, if I please. Can I plant them with my nose? Ooh, with my nose. Ooh, with my nose. Can I plant them with my nose? In the right way, if I please. Do you plant your cabbages in the right way, in the right way? Do you plant your cabbages in the right way, if you please?
In the right way, if you please. Have you got cabbages in your garden? I bet you they don't look like that. Well, the people in today's story, Mr. and Mrs. Potter, they didn't have a garden. You see, they lived at the top of a very large block of flats, but it overlooked the whole town. And they really liked their cosy little flat. But every now and then, Mrs. Potter would think of the little cottage where they used to live, and she would say, "Oh, dear, I do miss the garden." And Mr. Potter would say, now, dear, you know how much you love our cosy little flat. You're always saying how bright it is and so easy to keep clean." "I know," Mrs. Potter would say, "but the flowers will be just coming out in the garden now, and the geraniums look so pretty." And then sometimes Mr. Potter would say, "Oh, I do miss the garden." And Mrs. Potter would say, now, dear, You know how much you like our little flat. There's no stairs to climb when you go to bed, and we've got a lovely view of the park. And so they did, because from their window they could see the rose beds, the cherry trees, the bowling green, and every afternoon they would go down in the lift, across the road and into the park, where they would stroll between the neat flower beds and say hello to Mr. Green. He was the park gardener, and exchange notes about pruning and cultivating and about the best way to get rid of black flies. And then they would sit on their favourite bench, and Mrs. Potter would feed the birds with all the bread that she had saved for them. Well, one day, as they were strolling through the park, they saw Mr. Green, busy at one of his flower beds. "Hello there," said Mr. Green. "Have you come to admire my geraniums?" "Oh, we certainly have," said Mrs. Potter. "Do you know, of all the flowers in our garden, I think we miss the geraniums most of all." "Why don't you have a window box then?" said Mr. Green. "Oh, we never thought of that," said Mr. Potter. "Come with me. You can start one right away." And he took them over to the greenhouse in the corner of the park, where they saw the biggest, reddest geraniums you'd ever seen. "You see what I mean," said Mr. Green. "I just haven't got the room for them. Now, if you could take one home and care for it, you'll be doing me a big favour." Mr. and Mrs. Potter were delighted, and now the geranium grows in the middle of the window box overlooking the town.
Here in the window box we watch the world go by. A rather handsome daffodil.
And a rose who's rather shy.
Oh, here comes Fred the postman.
Oh, a charming man,
Won first prize for roses in the Lord Mayor's show.
Oh, and here comes Mrs. Friedman.
With her little daughter Claire.
Oh, they always look so happy.
That makes such a lovely pair.
Yoo-hoo!
Here in the window box we watch the world go by. A rather handsome daffodil.
And a rose who's rather shy.
Oh, look out, here's that dog again.
Oh, the one that can't walk straight.
There's only one thing wrong with him. He just needs to lose some weight.
Yeah. Oh, I expect you've heard by now.
But then it could be just rumour.
They say that Mr. Robinson has completely lost his sense of humour.
Talking of our neighbours, this will make you smile.
Oh, yeah?
Mrs. Getty saw a mouse last night. She screamed.
And run a mile.
Here in the window box we watch the world go by. A rather handsome daffodil.
And a rose who's rather shy.
I don't know if you've noticed the new box at 65.
Ooh, the one with the bright red blossom.
They're all plastic, not alive.
No. Ooh. Well, I suppose it's time for bed now.
Couldn't half do with a drink.
Here, it hasn't rained for days and days.
You know, we'd be better off in the sink.
Too true.
Here in the window box we watch the world go by. A rather handsome daffodil.
And a rose who's rather shy. Good night, love.
Night, Rosie. This is an easy trick to do. It's just a window box made out of a shoebox with holes in the bottom. And the flowers made out of paper and are on pipe cleaners. Can you see what's in the middle of that one? It's part of an egg box. There's another easy trick to amaze your friends. You just need 2 pieces of newspaper. That's the first piece. Roll it up in a roll and get the second piece to overlap. So really you've got one long piece. Don't roll it too tightly. Round we go. Get some sticky tape about halfway. You need to be strong for this. Rip down once to about the middle, then rip down again. Ooh. Find the centre. Now watch closely. Tree grows like magic. There was an old woman who planted a seed, and from it there sprouted a tall yellow weed. She planted the seeds of the tall yellow flower, and up sprang a blue one in less than an hour. The seed of the blue one she sowed in a bed, and up sprang a tall tree with blossoms of red. And high in the treetop there sang a white bird, and his song was the sweetest that ever was heard. The people, they came from far and from near, the song of the little white bird for to hear.
Yellow bird up high in banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. Did your lady friend leave the nest again? That is very sad. Make me feel so bad, but you can fly away in the sky away. You're more lucky than me. Another type of bird, a hummingbird. They have very long beaks, which helps them to drink from this bottle. You normally find hummingbirds living in hot countries. You look at the way their wings hover as they're drinking. As they're flapping their wings, you see it keeps them in the position so they can drink without dropping down. Look as though they're all queuing up for a drink. Can you see the wings hovering there?
How many gentle flowers grow in an English country garden? I'll tell you now of some I know, and those I miss I hope you'll pardon. daffodils, heart season phlox, meadow sweet and lily stalks, gentle lupin, tall hollyhocks, roses, foxgloves, snowdrops, forget-me-nots in an English country garden.
How many birds make their nests in an English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I've missed I hope you pardon. Babel cuckooing doves, robin and the warbling thrush, bluebird, lark and nightingale, we'll all smile in spring when the birds begin to sing in an English country garden.
You notice some rather strange-looking flowers and vegetables then? Have another look. And a rather strange-looking bird. Wonder what kind of sound a Humpty bird would make.
Oh, you didn't like the sound of that, did you, Cuckoo? Mm-mm. Oh, by the way, what time's the clock saying today? Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. That's right, it's saying 4 o'clock. And it's time for us to go now. Bye-bye till tomorrow. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
I'm planting out some seeds here. They're sunflower seeds. That's what they'll look like. They grow very quickly and very tall. In a few months, these flowers will be taller than me. I better get on with my planting now. Goodbye.